Good day, my name is Steve, and I'm going to attempt a repair on this bathtub faucet. As you can tell, it is at a strange angle to the other one. That's because it does work, but when you go to turn it off, it continues to spin all the way around. This is particularly worrisome, considering the fact this eventually could pop off and spray water all up underneath the bathtub. And as you can tell, we're in the corner, and this is an outside. The only way to get to this outside wall to fix this is to go through the outside wall, which we're on the second floor. So it's going to propose a couple of interesting problems, which we'll get into that. If you were wondering about me going through this other wall, we have a shower on this side. So we're not getting through this wall to get to that problem. We've got to go through the outside. Here we are on the outside of the house, 2 floors up. We're going to have to remove parts of this siding and open up the sheathing in order to get to the spigot. Okay, so we have a problem trying to get this siding loose. And one of the problems is there's a lip, and you got to get something underneath there to pull that down and out. So the idea was need something like a paint can opening tool. Put that up in that slot with the putty knife pushing up behind it. Then you can take the paint can tool, grab that lip and pull it down. Now we can open up the siding. We're attempting to remove these nails. We'll drop this piece of siding down, and then we'll have access to the sheathing, which we can cut and get to our faucet. All right, we got enough of the siding removed, and we made a discovery. There is a piece of plywood that's already cut between stud to stud right here where we need to be. So we're going to make one cut across the top, one cut right across the top, and just pull it completely loose and have full access to the whole wall cavity.
Well, look at that.
So we ran into a little problem. Investigation was needed. Apparently when they had put this together, whoever set the tub decided it was better to push all the insulation down out of the way. So we've decided to go ahead and open up the section of this wall and replace the insulation that should have been in here to begin with. Here we are looking at the faucet that's been leaking apparently. This feeds the spigot, and the packing and the O-rings are leaking, and we're going to attempt to repair these. This nut, take this loose, see if the O-rings are intact, and then try to put it all back together. Thank you. Well, we've had a bit of a complex situation. These O-rings on here have wore out. We've removed them. We've gotten some replacements. We got a little bit of plumbing grease we're going to put on here. This water feed line, it's coming at a pretty hard angle, and it's got that twisted up, putting a lot of strain. So we're going to cut this pipe and add a piece, just kind of put it together so it's not going to be putting pressure on that fitting, causing it to leak more. And hopefully that'll take care of that problem. Okay, we've got the plumbing put back together. I didn't actually have another piece of the white, but the red is just as good. We've used some shark bites to actually take that heavy bend out of that pipe. And my son's telling me it's all working and we have no leaks. So that's what we need. Thank you much. Okay, here we are. We've put all the insulation back in the wall that wasn't there to begin with. We're fixing to put the siding back on now and fill up the sheathing and put the siding back. Thank you. And there we go. Start to finish, it all looks the same.